Hello, this is Victor at restoreyourmercedes.com. This video is for Steve and Lloyd in Florida, and this is an ASR throttle body from S-Class, S420 I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And just want to show the bench test results and actual activation of the unit. Okay, so the unit came, it was worked on 8 years ago, and the wires were already carbon. It wasn't done really nicely, and the plug was pulled out, and it's just quite a few things. Nobody bothered to test the potentiometer. It was all dirty and filthy. Solder joints were overheated, and the main plug, the loom was just completely coming out. It was just like loose. The wires were regular non-Teflon. So, and I just basically took the whole thing apart, changed all the cables, cleaned it up. I put the number down here because the original one was already erased, I guess, previously once whoever worked on it before. And now this is the working condition, and this is how it looks on the underside. Now also, gasket is saved. You can reuse it if you'd like. It's not damaged. Looks pretty good to me. I do suggest replacing gasket, but I installed them separately from throttle, so it's a little bit of a challenge to slide the gasket down under when throttle is already in place. But this one seems good. Do not put any silicone though. I wouldn't put silicone on the intake side of the gasket. On the throttle body, yes, you can remove the throttle. Gasket will remain on the throttle, so you can scrape it off. Off the intake manifold, not a good idea, because then if you're gonna be scraping it off the intake manifold, some particles can fall into the intake manifold because the bolts are straight through the manifold, and yeah, you don't want to do that. So I never put silicone on the gasket on the manifold, intake manifold side. Let's see this temperature reader. So now the unit has been energized for quite a while, actually, like around 3 days total, because I had it before weekend. So today is Tuesday, so it's been on the bench before and after. So this is the temperature. As you can see, it runs around 90. It takes a while to warm it to this temperature. The ambient temperature, as you can see, it's 60. Winter time in New York. So as you can see, other units here on the bench also show pretty much the same temperature, although this one is hot. So just to show that this unit has been energized for quite a long time. It's very difficult to get these units to get to these temperatures in short period of time. They have to be on for a while. Now let's look up the readings. My bench is a little busy right now, but right, so just take a look at readings here. As you can see, unit activates, energizes. I also freed up the linkage. It was binding, and here is idle, activation. Okay, so let's take a look at readings now. Now the top readings 4.25, 4.26, that's fine. 0.49 right in the middle. This one can be from 0.4 to 0.6. 0.5 we have about, that's great. 4.24, 4.25, that's fine. That's the usual readings that I find in with these units being tested on the bench. Now another readings obviously is the voltage change when you move throttle linkage, so you can see voltages do change. Also we got micro switches here. They take a little bit of time to line up. So we got on off. We open the throttle, they will switch over to off on, and that's normal. Don't mind them jump a little bit. Again, I repeat this in every video. That is the software delay. So this is basically going to be all. The readings on wide open throttle will not be mirror image. That's normal as well. So as you can see, very nice and fluid motion, no binding. I like it. I had to modify the the actual cover here a little bit because it's been off a little bit, but now it's perfect. All right, so this is basically going to be all. I mean, it's a little longer video than usual, but again, backside of the unit, this is how it looks underneath. Pretty clean. I have to still bang these up a little bit, but that's just a second of time. A red thread lock was used. Very nice. Activation, deactivation, one more time. Just one more kind of test. So this is off, this is on, off, on. So there we have it. Basically, unit is operational and ready to go. The connector was opened up previously by somebody else, so I don't know, it was kind of difficult to get back together, but I did do it my way, and I also had to modify it a little bit, but it's perfect now. Might not be the prettiest looking one because again somebody already cut it, not the way I cut them, so I had to weld it together. Alright, so this is basically going to be all. The unit is ready to go, and this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.